The Sunday school stories ceased to awe me. I remember seeing other kids sitting transfixed while being regaled with tales of men of valor, like Samson's strength and the day trumpets and faith brought down Jericho's walls and towers. I didn't need faith to believe, as I'd already witnessed your power. At home, 4 small souls constantly clamoring to defeat Goliath, as if victory could ever be ours. You taught us to love our skin, bronze like the feet of our Savior. I learned brushes contain waves like Moses. Now I have hair as woolly as the Creator. March to freedom on repeat. Medgar Evers' death flashed on the screen. Panned to Jesse on the balcony of the Rain Motel. I witnessed them murder most of my heroes. Those traffic stops had me convinced to take my first one as well. Nonetheless, the road trips were transformative. Staring out at streetlights, marveling, as if they were a new invention. Fantasizing about the journey more than the place that we were destined. Every stop at Mrs. Fields and Jelly Belly would almost prematurely send me to heaven. Then on the way home, I'd pray we hit a Flying J's arcade before the homesickness set in. I used to find safety in your scent. Watching you descend from the pulpit, drenched in sweat, seated on the pew tucked against your ribs, sweat and cologne would mingle with the delusions of a kid. Like, maybe if I press my face hard enough, time will cease to exist. Went from singing backyard soldiers, little boys, to 16 years of fighting literal wars. The word says the prayers of the righteous availeth much. Thankful for your prayers keeping me tethered to Christ even when I fell out of touch. If it weren't for your prayers, I might not still be in existence. Words echoing through chambers after piercing the firmament and traversing dimensions. Landing on the throne of grace, thoughts and sound waves defying time and space. I once was lost, but now I'm found by a God who knows my earthly father personally. Now I'm heaven bound. All the strength I've gained doesn't amount to the lessons you've imparted. Bikes, frisbees, bowling, sledding, video games, and go-karts. It's funny that I don't know who had more fun between the child and father. The only consistency in my life, you feel like a rope tossed in just when my head begins to bob underwater. I remember you teaching me how to throw my first punch and kick and speed with my diaphragm. You straightened my shoulders, leveled my gaze, and told me to take a firm grip when shaking hands. My dad can beat your dad wasn't fun for the other kids, as the outcome was never in question. Watching you compete in tournaments had me thinking you were some sort of lethal weapon. I've watched as you shoulder burdens big enough for the whole world and not balked at the fact that some were of your own making. Ever the copycat. Into the gym I went as if I could mold myself to be up for the undertaking. 65 years doesn't happen for all. I'm glad I even have the chance to celebrate your achievement. Praying Yah grant you many more, and that they're amazing, outlandish, and wonderfully rewarding seasons. I used to be mad about the time together we lost. Now I'm just grateful for the moments we had. 13,430 days, 21 hours, 59 minutes, and 40 seconds of being able to call you my dad. Happy birthday, Pops. I love you.